So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If we have not yet met, my name is Peter Roberts. Now in today's video, I'm pumped. I'm excited to share with you guys the 3 things that I did that allowed me to save over $40,000 in just 2 years as a teenager in high school. In this video, guys, I'm going to break down the jobs that I have, how I was making minimum wage, as well as how I just managed to save a lot of money as a teen. So don't go anywhere, let's go get it. So guys, before we jump into the good stuff in this video, if you have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, you're missing out and hurting my feelings just a little bit, as well as be sure to smash that thumbs up button if you find value in this video. The YouTube algorithm always enjoys it. So guys, I'm so grateful that I decided to save money in my teens. Now saving $40,000 could be a lot, it could be a little, but for me, I am so grateful that I managed to save that amount of money in just 2 years. And now I have the opportunity to start building wealth as a young adult, all from the decisions that I made in my teens. Now for me, the first thing that I'd like to say is that I've always been a saver. Now some people just love spending money and some people just love saving money. And for me, I happen to be a saver. From Christmas, from holidays, and from birthday parties, I've always had the instinct to start saving money. Now I began my journey around 12 years old. I decided to open a savings account with the help of my parents, of course, but I had the plan. I had the vision to start building that savings account. Now I was young, I didn't know how to invest money, I didn't know how to put money to work. All I knew was to make money, get money, and stash it away. Whether it was under my pillow, under my bed, or in a little lockbox that I kept next to my dresser. Now looking back on my junior year, things really started to change. Now I've been saving for quite some time now, but I decided to start focusing on trying to build wealth and start creating wealth in my life as a teenager. Now for me, most teens just want to spend money, most teens just want to have money to flex, and that's not what I wanted. In a second, guys, I'll share with you the jobs that I have as well as what I did to increase my income and even start a business as a teenager. But the first principle that I want to stress is that I've always had the instinct for saving. Saving to me was always so important because once you start making money, I either had the decision to save money or to spend money. And what allowed me to save over $40,000 in just 2 years was being very disciplined. Understanding that I had a goal, I had a mission. I was going to be graduating high school, going on to college. I needed money for myself. And if I wanted to build wealth in my youth, that I had to put money in the bank account because I was thinking about my future self. But the problem is, some of us in our teens are not worried about our future self. We're not worried about how much money we want to have in our future, and we just want to spend money to look good, to feel like we are successful, but meanwhile we're going broke. So secondly, guys, I want to share with you exactly what I did that allowed me to make over $40,000. Now you can't save money that you don't have, so what did you do? My junior and senior year, how did I make money in high school? Now for me, I was a soccer player, so my fall was consumed with sports and school, which left me with spring and summer the opportunity to make a lot of money. Now like most people, you can go have fun, but for me, I had the passion, I had the desire, and I wanted to go make more money for myself. So the first job that I took on in my junior year was the first job I ever had, and that was working as a busboy at Mike's Crab House. Now the reason I took this job my junior year into my junior summer was because I knew that I could make money with tips. Instead of working a job making $10 an hour minimum wage, I had the opportunity to make, a larger wage with tips on top of a small wage that I was getting. So at the time I was making around $3.25 an hour plus tips. But I decided to work 3 to 4 shifts a week, especially on the weekends. I was very strategic with what shifts I was taking on. Although my friends, the people that I was hanging out with, were going out on Saturdays and Sundays, I was working at the Crab House. Now the reason I love this job because I could make around $200 to $300 a night busboying. This was an incredible restaurant. People were going in there and a lot of wealthy people were sitting at the tables that I was bussing, which meant that they were usually tipping more and I made money. So at the end of my junior year, I was just working at Mike's Crab House, and I decided to even take on a second job. So I went from Mike's Crab House in the summer as well as taking on a part-time job as well in the summer working as a farmer. Yeah, a farmer, selling produce, going out in the fields, collecting produce, and selling for a farmer that I loved and a guy that I used to look up to. His name was Danny. So I had 2 jobs my junior year, and I was just absolutely raking in the money. So after the first summer, after the 6 to 7 months that I was working both jobs, I managed to save around $10,000 to $15,000 cash in my savings account. Now here's how the story gets a little better. This is exactly how I was able to take my $15,000 to $20,000 saved into over $40,000 in just 1 year. Into my senior year, I had big plans. We were back to work. Now I was tired of working at Mike's Crab House. Not only did I not like working for someone, but more importantly, there was a lot of drama in the restaurant industry and I had to get away from it. So into my senior year summer, I had to change something up. And I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to build something for myself, and I wanted to make money for me. And I knew I was able to communicate with people. People really enjoyed talking to me, and I love being outside, so I had to come up with a business idea. Now, there's a guy on campus, he was absolutely crushing it, running a lawn and landscaping business, and he gave me the idea to start launching a lawn and landscaping business as well. So in the summer of my senior year, with a torn ACL, going to the farm, rehabbing my knee, I decided to start a lawn and landscaping business. Now, what I did my senior year summer, around 17 or 18 years old, was I was able to increase my income. For me to start saving money, I had to increase my income. Not only was I making $11 an hour on the farm, I was now leaving the farm and going out knocking on doors, starting cutting grass, making $40, $50 per lawn service, and this is where I knew I can make a lot more money for myself. So I decided to quit the farm and I went full-time growing and building my lawn care and landscaping business as a senior my summer year. Now around this time I had about $25,000 to $30,000 saved, and I had around 3 months left in the summer. Now these were the peak months for lawn care. June, July, August were the time that I was going to make the most amount of money. I started building clients, I started building this business, and over time I had my schedule filling up. I was working for myself. I was making $200, $300, $400 a day push mowing lawns, going out there mulching properties, building a lawn and landscaping business out of my dad's truck, and I was able to hit this goal in less than a month. So what I would say, if you're a teenager looking to build wealth, make a lot more money, you have two options. Go work for someone, go collect tips, or go out there and start a business for yourself. Or you can do all three. Find your way, find the opportunity that you really enjoy, and more importantly, make sure that you're working hard. What got me to this point was hard work, dedication, desire to make sacrifices as a teenager. I saw my mission. I knew that I was a saver. I had big goals of saving money in my teens, and I knew that I had to do what I had to do, which allowed me to save over $40,000 in just 2 years by the end of my senior summer. So now that you guys know exactly how I managed to make my money as a teenager, I would love to share the third most important tip that allowed me to get to that goal of saving over $40,000. And that came down to keeping my expenses low. Now, I could have went out, balled out, bought a new Apple Watch, bought a new car, showed to my friends, showed to my parents that I was making a lot of money at a young age. But I decided that, hey, I don't need anything. I don't have no reason to go out there, buy new things, to flex on people. And I kept my expenses low. I didn't need new things in my life, which allowed me to save a lot of money because I didn't have any bills, and I was just basically racking in, stacking my money without having any money leave my hands. The second most important thing that I love to share on this topic of keeping your expenses low is that I knew exactly why I wanted to save money. Now, so many people don't know why they want a lot of money. For me, I knew exactly why I wanted money. I was thinking about my future self. I knew that money could be used in my life as a vehicle to create a lot of opportunities. Now, I knew if you wanted to make money with your money, the first thing that you needed is actual dollars. You needed the cash and you needed the money. If you don't have the money, how are you going to start growing wealth as a teenager and in your life? So what I did is I saved as much money as I could. I rationally thought, should I go out there and spend my money on a new pair of shoes, or should I spend my money investing in the stock market? And what I did is I kept my expenses low and I deployed my money into the right vehicles. Now, over time, I'm glad compounding interest is my best friend. Not only did I begin to make a lot of money as a teenager, not only did I begin to build a lot of knowledge and learn a lot of skills as a teenager, I also began investing my money, which allowed me to grow my wealth as a teenager. So the thing is, guys, when you're young, in your teens, you have to be making the right decisions with your money. From the opportunity of saving money, keeping that a priority is so important. Secondly, to going out there working hard in your teens, being able to hustle, find ways to build businesses, and more importantly, finding ways to increase your income will help you get to the goal of saving a lot more money. And third is keeping your expenses low. Just because you're making money does not give you a reason to go out there and blow that bag. Save that money, stack that paper, invest your money, and have that capital that's going to allow you to have new opportunities and allow yourself to grow wealth in your future. So guys, if you've made it this far, please leave some comments below. Let me know what you think about this video, as well as how can I help you in your journey? How can I be a resource? How can I provide value in your life? And how are you going after your goals? So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned later in the week for way more videos, as well as subscribe or follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and hit me up with whatever you guys need. I'm here for you as always, guys. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. Take care. Peace out.